what's going on, guys? This is Cooper's Violet. If you haven't had the chance to check out my Chingy video that I just uploaded, it's called Armageddon, Is It Around the Corner? He exposes what Post Malone is about to expose right now. So everybody check this out. This is serious stuff. And Post Malone has already been on a list. They've already tried to kill him several times, if you look this up. Now, I'm not into these singers or anything, but like I said in my previous video about Chingy, is that the Illuminati, they use these guys, and these guys know they get to see, you know, things that us civilians don't get to see. So just take a look.
Wait, lie? Biggest lie in the world? Biggest lie? Well, yeah, it would have to be the fucking U.S. government, actually. No, I'm serious. The biggest lie is the U.S. government. It's not what it used to be. It used to be so sick and about the people and about freedom and all that shit, but now it's just bullshit. Now it's a fucking reality show, and I think there's going to be a lot of weird shit that happens within our lifetime and within our generation that really changes the way of the world. So move somewhere, because whenever martial law is declared, you have fucking, or whenever the credit cards fail, whenever your cards fail, whenever your banks fail and you can't use your fucking card anymore, you have 3 days to get out of where you are, because that's when they're coming for you. That's the big move. That's checkmate right there. And they think they have you. But move out to the country, get your scraps, stand up for yourself, build a tower, build a long road to where you can see them coming. Don't give up. America.
And that was the end of that. So, right there, Post Malone is exposing the truth that's going to happen in our lifetime, our generation. And, you know, yesterday, the presidential alert went off on a lot of people's phones, and which is something sent out by FEMA. And I actually came across some other information about Arizona preparing for a huge casualty. And now this for Arizona happened back in May, but I mean, this could just be another cover-up for something big that's about to go down. Because I mean, here it says Arizona prepping for California earthquake evacuees, and the thing is that give me a moment here. It looks like the video just decided to play here.
All that hard work.
Let me see if I can get you some info here.
There's always talk about the possibility of a massive earthquake striking California. When that happens, victims could seek shelter in neighboring Arizona, putting a strain on their resources. So they, too, are preparing for the big one.
So many U.S. refugees who are fleeing south in the wake of the approaching storm.
The movie The Day After Tomorrow shows desperate Californians rushing the Mexican border to find shelter after fleeing the devastating effects of natural disasters.
Another thing, a movie showing a future event.
400,000 Californians fleeing to Arizona in drills this week. In real life, Ron is a Red Cross volunteer, but today he's taking part in an exercise to make sure Arizona is ready for a massive earthquake in California that scientists say is inevitable. Deputy Director for FEMA, Wendy Smith-Reeves, says the training will last 3.5 days on the softball field at the National Guard base near Phoenix. Reeves says the goal is to make sure all agencies can work
on the
together
National Guard
and
base.
spot any potential problem areas.
Where our systems are stressed when it comes to sheltering, when it comes to feeding, when it comes to fuel, because part of the scenario is a fuel line is compromised in California, which directly affects Arizona.
Seismologist and author of The Big Ones, Dr. Lucy Jones, agrees infrastructure will be severely damaged when the big...
Anyways, if you notice the skipping, it's not your computer, it's mine. But, so you saw there, Post Malone came out and said what's going to happen. Arizona was planning for a 4,000 mass casualty from a supposed earthquake for the future. And they prepared for it for all these people coming down from California into Arizona on the National Guard base. Then you got Chingy, who, if you go back to my video, Armageddon Around the Corner, he also is exposing this. Now, what's that tell you guys? Like, something's about to go down, something big's about to go down. I mean, if you don't have a bug out location within, I don't know, 4 hours of your current location, then you need to do something to figure out how you're going to get close to that. If you're traveling for work and you're far away from home, I'd highly recommend you find a job closer to home. That way you're near your family, because if something happens, how are you going to get back home? You can't just hop on the Greyhound. You can't take a flight, because most likely somebody's going to take you into custody on whatever charges that they want to. So this is big information. I've been posting like on this subject like crazy this week. And it's something serious, not to be taken lightly. So get your bug out bag, get a bug out location, and I mean, go from there. That's all we really can do. Make sure that you're well stocked in your food. Your food's going to stay good. That your food's going to not get wet and go bad. And if it requires freezing, what you're going to do about that. Probably be best to have foods that don't require freezing. Just a recommendation, you can go to Harbor Freight Tools if it's next to you and buy a what is it, I don't know, the food tray that dries out all your vegetables and your fruits. That's a good idea. Has instructions with it. You can put vegetables and your fruits in there and dry them out, and then store them with oxygen absorbers and Mylar bags. But this thing is real, so please prepare. Please have a bug out bag. Be ready. Be vigilant. This is Cooper's Violet, and I'm out.